What's good, family? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for tapping in with your girl one more again. All right, y'all, let's get into this little energy. All right, so on the pre-shuffle, I got Scorpio female, okay? You could be a Scorpio female. And then I have a Libra male. So you could be a Libra male, okay? Or this could be one individual in the collective who this message, or one or two individuals, or three or four or five, or however many individuals, okay? However many individuals in the collective that this message reverberates with. Okay, so we have budget wisely, all right? And then we have the root chakra. So this looks to have something to do with finances, with your work. All right. Now on the pre-shuffle, I pulled some spirit animals that could be playing out in your energy right now, and we have the hawk and the panda. The hawk says, fly above and beyond your day to day thoughts to observe them from a bird's eye view, quieting the mind and detaching from your thought patterns, put you in a better position to take in messages from your spirit guides. So, your spirit guides are trying to get a message to you, okay, concerning possibly your work or your finances or both. All right, but it seems to definitely have something to do with that energy. Okay, the panda says boundaries. Your space is sacred. Guests who overstay their welcome impact your aura, and you have every right to stand your ground. Your needs are important. You must nurture your soul with the same gentle love and support you offer to others. So, I don't know if someone in the collective has individuals that are staying with them, visiting. I don't know, it's the holidays, maybe somebody that already got on your nerves, I don't know. Okay. And then we have the fox. So if this is having something to do, not so much just with people who stay or come crash, or can I sleep on your couch for a little while, bro, or sis, or whatever the case may be, but this could just be people in your energy field who are having too much access to you. Okay, so if you're overexposing yourself to people, their energies, there could be something that your spirit team needs to talk to you about and need for you to make that time to do so. Okay, the fox says opportunities. You must be quick to move out of your comfort zone, especially when the situation calls for immediate responsiveness and flexibility. Open your mind to new ways of doing things. Once you do, get ready for good luck and opportunities to come your way. Okay, so this is about fortune. I don't really like the word luck, but this is about somebody's good fortune. Okay, we have in the pre-shuffle this card here that says luck as well. Someone's about to receive or is already beginning to see the fruits of their labor. All right, someone has already put themselves in a position, or you're stepping into the season. Okay, the season where your finances are going to begin to balance out. If you've been giving out more than you've been taking in, if you haven't been taking in as much as you desire to take in, there's going to be some balance brought to this. But I do feel like someone is being asked by their spirit teams to go over where they're spending. Okay, maybe you've already come or already been in a season of budgeting wisely, right? And so because the budget wisely is being clarified by seasons, so you could have already been in a season of doing that. That doing that is bringing you and putting you in a position to really see your financial stability the way you want to see it. So just to be sure that this was not about abundance in the sense of energy, your energy, even though it is, because finances and your personal energy kind of go hand in hand. But I wanted to be sure if this was about someone's finances, and I got the Justice card and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so somebody's been very focused on bringing balance to their financial outlook, their financial stability. And I feel like you are stepping into that, or being asked to reevaluate your spending so that you can see what you want to see. Okay. This can have a lot to do with giving. I really feel like this has a lot to do with someone being overly supportive financially of someone else. Okay, I don't feel like this is just, you know, frivolous spending in a sense, but this has something to do with taking inventory of possibly all of the individuals or an individual which whom is always kind of like hitting you up for money. Okay, let's see what this is about. Oh, let's see what this is about. I hope everybody is doing good. Isn't today Monday? I believe it is, Jeff. Hope you're enjoying your morning thus far. Whenever you see this message, morning, evening, afternoon, night. Okay, Spirit, clarify this Scorpio female and this Lux. Scorpio female and the Lux, please. Okay, so we have the Death card out here. So this is definitely Scorpionic energy. We have a King of Wands. All right. But we have the Death card in reverse. I feel like this is speaking about possibly someone that maybe you in the collective you've been supporting financially is not willing to change. This is a sense of entitlement, I feel. Like this King of Wands with this reverse Death card gives me a sense of entitlement because they're not willing to change something that they are doing, but it's taxing you. It's taxing somebody else in the collective financially because they are not willing to I don't know, they're not willing to not have that sense of entitlement. Tell me more about this King of Wands. A King of Cups in the reverse. So the Scorpio card says mind games. It says determined, obsessive. Okay, so this King of Wands that may be in the energy um of a Scorpio here, or this King of Wands is the Scorpio. Um yeah, it's almost like they just feel entitled to someone else's resources. And they're not trying to change whatever their circumstance is that will put them in a position to not need to receive from someone else here. Could be a Scorpio female. Anywhere in your chart, doesn't have to be sun sign, okay? Um, clarify this reverse Death card. Living beyond their means is what I'm hearing. The Fool. Yeah, this person is now if this is you collective, this is you living beyond your means, okay? Or this could be someone who is dependent upon you, right? Dependent to receive their nourishment, upon receiving, financial aid, dependent upon being dependent on you in a way that is really costing you a lot. Now, you could have a lot to share and a lot to give, and that's why they feel like it is okay for them to constantly come to you. Or as I stated, this could be someone in the collective who is over giving or overspending or over indulging in something because you have it, right? But Spirit is asking you to change something here about your financial uh the way you utilize your finances. Clarify the Libra male and Queen of Cups. Now, this could be past, present, or future energy. Take it how it reverberates, okay? We got a lot of cups out here already. Well, we got two. But it's the king and the queen though. Tell me more about this balance with the Queen of Cups. And I landed over here with the King of Cups. Um somebody's been, I feel like this is two different people. I feel like, take this high reverberates collective, because this Scorpio female is showing up masculine, and the Libra male is showing up feminine. And so what I mean by that is, if the female is showing up masculine, the male is showing up feminine. There could be a Libra male in the collective that is very giving, very loving, very nurturing, very emotional, okay? Tapped into feminine energy in a sense, in a way. Someone is taking advantage of that though, and it seems like it's a masculine female here that's not changing. They're led by their masculinity. They're not connected to their heart center at all with this reverse King of Cups. So they could be emotionally manipulative. But this is a female. Now, this male who is in feminine energy, um, yeah, you're being used, you're being led by your feminine energy, but you need to bring some balance to this feminine energy. Tell me more about this Queen of Cups and Eight of Pentacles. High Priestess. So your intuition maybe your intuition has started to kick in as it relates to self mastery and bringing balance to overgiving. Okay, the Libra male is tapping into his intuition, highly intuitive, um, high priest energy, okay? Like highly intuitive Libra male here that is finding balance as it relates to self mastery, to their work, to working on something. Maybe it is working on something with this masculine female here, who is not willing to change. They want you to constantly give to them. They see you as their bank account. They see you at, like, your wallet is their ATM, is what I'm picking up, okay? Clarify this Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Because this Hierophant landed over here with the Scorpio female. And this is what I mean. They see you as their bank account. This card, this Hierophant, talks about institutions. It talks about lessons and things like that. But it talks about institutions, banking institutions, religious institutions, educational institutions. I don't know if you're supporting somebody's education and they ain't even going to the classes. Okay, I don't know what's going on. But this Libra female who was in basically toxic masculine energy is seeing the Libra male who is highly intuitive, who works with this Eight of Pentacles. You're good at what you do. I don't know if you do spiritual work as a high priest, or what kind of work you do, but you're good at what you do. All right. They see you as their bank account, because it is literally landed over here with the Scorpio female. So we also have the Seven of Wands. I think you're tapping into your intuition and you're starting to see that. You're starting to see what's really playing out here with this Eight of Pentacles. You're starting to see what decisions you need to make to get control of, and I use the word control loosely, and I mean more so in the sense of self-mastery, but to get balance to this dynamic between you and this Scorpio female. Again, she does not have to be a Scorpio, and she could be a Scorpio anywhere in her chart. You do not have to be a Libra, or you could be a Libra anywhere in your chart, okay? I feel like somebody is starting to put up their boundaries, because you're starting to see that what's taking place here is that somebody is using you as their personal bank account. Okay, and intuitively you're starting to bring balance to that by establishing boundaries. All right, this Seven of Wands goes back to this Panda card. Somebody has worn out their welcome to your wallet. Somebody has worn out their welcome in your home. Somebody has worn out their welcome by always needing you to do something for them financially. Okay? So you are bringing balance to that by seeing that you have to take care of yourself first. You must nurture your soul with the same gentle love and support you offer to others. So somebody could be stepping into a season where they're really starting to look at their finances really as an extension of them, and seeing how their finances are supposed to be there to take care of them. Okay, their finances is not supposed to be just for somebody else to dispose of. All right. Tell us more about this budget wisely in seasons. Queen of Swords. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you are, I feel like this is the Libra male. Um, yeah, you're putting that heart. See this Queen of Cups? You see how it's locked down there in this little prison right here? Where's she at? See, the cup is down here now. The cup was up here, all right? But you are entering into a season where you are establishing some clear boundaries as it relates to financial help, aid, allowing people to come to you for loans, borrow, let me hold. You're not leading with your feelings anymore, because you are very clear as to the fact that you are budgeting, or you are holding back, or you're no longer giving. You're coming into a season of seeing clearly that you need to close up the wallet, close up the pocketbook as it relates to someone else. This Scorpio female here. Yeah, tell us more. Magic. Now this landed over here with this Fool card up under this Scorpio female. All right. So with the reverse Fool, with it touching the reverse Fool card and this reverse Death card, this is about resources. This is about somebody seeing you as their resource, as their go-to person. They're not trying to change that. Tell us more about this magic here, this magician. We have a Page of Cups, and again it landed over here with the Scorpio, and it actually landed sideways in between the Scorpio female and the Libra male, which lets me know that there's something very emotionally immature about this connection going between the two of you. Okay. The head of it landed with the Scorpio female though. Okay, so there could be something very emotionally immature, imbalanced about the connection that is playing out in how one individual is coming to the other individual for financial support. The other individual is always giving, 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 giving as an expression of love. But I feel like whoever it is that is giving is starting to put those cups, that cup that you're holding for this person, you're starting to put that cup away and use logic, right? Like, look at your finances, look at your budget logically, and not let this I don't want to say childish, but it's just very youthful love. It's youthful love. Not allowing youthful love to be the reason why you allow somebody to have more access to your resources than you should. Yeah, with this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay? Tell us more. It keeps landing over here with this female. This Scorpio female in masculine energy, toxic masculine energy at that, is very strong. A very strong energy. They're actually seem to be leading the reading, which means they're probably too strong in your energy. We have the Wheel of Fortune turned this way, but it didn't touch the Libra male. This Scorpio female is not changing. They're not going to change. They're not willing to change, at least not right now. And they may not feel like they need to because somebody's been over allowing access. Clarify the Queen of Swords. They probably ain't going to have no choice because you about to stop giving. You about to close up the bank. You about to close up the honey pot. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Sideways Empress. Now this is the, I don't think I've ever gotten this many sideways cards in a reading. Yeah, you're feeling like, and see, I used to didn't take cards in the reverse. I mean, in the sideways. I just immediately took them in the reverse if they were sideways. Because if you're not upright, you're not upright. But I'm starting to kind of grow a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm growing a little bit, and this to me says that you're holding your position. You could be um very nurturing. You are very nurturing, Libra male here, or just a male here. You're very giving to the point that you're coming out in the reading in feminine energy. Okay? But I feel like you have made a decision, and the reason why it's coming out in the sideways is because it's not that you're totally blocking up your energy. It's not that you're totally like in a negative energy. If it was in the reverse, a reverse empress is just somebody who is kind of more so in the shadow aspect of the empress. I don't feel that. I feel like with it coming out sideways, this is about you making a decision. You have it to give, but you're not going to give because your intuition is telling you that this is the season for you to use logic as it relates to your finances. Not just with this person here, but with anything that your money is like seeping out towards, right? Your money is just kind of, it's moving out more than it's coming in, even though you are a very abundant individual. So this is someone who has it to give, but is coming to the realization that they should not overgive just because they have it. Okay, you don't want to abuse and be imbalanced in any energy really, but that also applies to your energy of abundance. You don't want to abuse and be overbalanced in your, if you're an abundant energy, that doesn't mean just, act like it can't never stop, or it is never going to go away, or you're never going to have lean seasons. Okay, so I feel like somebody may not necessarily be experiencing a lean season, but it's like wisdom. Budget wisely. Somebody is stepping into the wisdom of their feminine energy and shutting down the over giving and the over nurturing and the over allowing yourself to be accessible, whether it is financially or energetically, especially to this Scorpio female, because something about them, they ain't willing to change something. Clarify this root chakra. Something's coming to the light. Keeps landing over here. Got a whole big old desk. Okay. So this, we have the Two of Cups and the Hangman. Okay. I fit. I do. Look at this. The root chakra is supported. I do. Stability, nurture, security. These two cups landing, these two cards landing over here with this Scorpio female. This is where the entitlement energy that I feel comes from. Because what this is giving me is that this is one of those females who believe that this is what a man is supposed to do. See, the I do. This is what a man is supposed to do. A man that gonna be with them, a man that's gonna be with me, gonna take care of me, a man that's gonna be with me, gonna make sure I have everything that I need. And it's not coming from a balanced feminine energy. This is coming from entitlement. Okay? This person is like a bottomless pit for finances as it relates to whoever they're in a relationship with. They don't contribute anything, right? They don't contribute anything to themselves. So if you needed it, they could contribute something to the relationship dynamic, right? They're just taking, they're just receiving, and they're not going to change that because they have this mindset of a kept of a kept woman, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But I don't know what else is going on in the dynamic that spirit is even bringing up to this Libra male that you need to rethink how much you allow this person to have access. See, there's something else that must be coming. There's something else playing out in the relationship, but this reading is about the finances. There's something else, like, because there's nothing wrong with the woman being provided for. There's nothing wrong with the man choosing to do that. But it really is about who you choose to do that for. Because being kept or being provided for or expecting for a man to provide as a woman can easily go into a toxic sense of entitlement, a spoilage. Somebody is spoiled. Okay, so I don't know what else is going on in the connection that is deeming this person like to put them in this negative energy here, because this is not good energy, but this is what they feel. So I'm clarifying the root chakra and I get these two cards and it lands over here with the Scorpio female. That means that the Scorpio female is one of those females who don't contribute nothing, possibly not even good energy to you. It's not verbally, emotionally. Well, there we go. We got the King of Cups sitting over here in this reverse King of Cups. They don't care. They don't. They're not giving in the emotions. They're not giving in the heart space. They're not giving. Okay, so but yet they expect. I was reading the Fox card because that was jumping out at me. They expect. I don't know if it's this. I don't know if the Fox card is jumping out at me because this Scorpio female feels like, because I'm here, I'm seeing fox, but I'm hearing like foxy, like sexy, like they feel that their looks is enough. They feel like what they just being on your arm is enough. And I don't know if that's the nature of y'all relationship. And now spirit is saying to a Libra male, it's time to cut that out. It's time to stop tricking. Take a high reverberates. I don't know, right? But this Scorpio female has a sense of entitlement because they feel like this is what either a man is supposed to do, or either this was the nature of the relationship and this is what you were supposed to do, and now you are starting to grow, starting to find balance in your intuition, in your divine feminine energy. You're starting to see gain self mastery, and so that's changing. It's going to change, if it hasn't already, it's going to change the nature of your connection to this Scorpio female. Okay, so if this is someone that you were supposed to be in a real relationship with, right, like something that was supposed to be meaningful, and this is the energy she is showing up in, then it's giving sense of entitlement. If this is a connection where, yeah, you were just financially supporting somebody that you look good on your arm, I don't know, maybe you spend too much money on escorts and stuff like that. I ain't judging nobody. I'm just telling you what's coming up, okay? However this is playing out with this Libra male, you are finding balance. You are moving into a season to where you no longer want to give frivolously to things that do not actually support you and support your growth, that is not good for your budget, not good for your finances. It's draining your finances, and you're bringing wisdom to that area of your life. Okay? Okay. Let's see. Let's get another deck, y'all. We're going to get this pop of love and money deck. A pop of love and money. All right. Spirit, what else does the collective need to know? Overload. Okay. What does the collective need to know, Spirit? We have caught intentions in the reverse. Okay. If you truly knew my soul and my inner conflicts, you might not love me anymore. I'm terrified you'll reject me if I reveal my true self. And see how she got her hand around his throat, sis? What's jumping out me the most is that this issue with finances in a dynamic is choking out someone. Okay. Um a female is putting the squeeze. That's what I just heard, and I don't even talk like that. A female is putting the squeeze on a male here. So you, as the Libra male, this has been an intense situation. Okay, mentally, financially. Let's see. What was the second card that came out? Honor. Overstates accomplishments to gain honor and misleads others. Believes they can't control their reputation and blames others for. Yeah, see, this is an individual. This female, her energy is pity party. Um, her energy is like very manipulative. Delusional. Because there's something about the truth about the nature of this female that she's trying to keep this masculine from seeing by overstating accomplishments, overstating like she's she may be even lying about, like, didn't I mention you're paying for somebody's education and they're not even going to the classes? Take it how it reverberates. That's just an example. But that example is what I'm trying to articulate in this female's energy. It's like she has a lot of conflicts within her, but she's polishing up the outside, okay, like this trophy wife. Or going back to the fox, foxy, sexy, eye candy, arm candy. But she's deeply pent up on the inside with a lot of tensions, with a lot of conflicts, inner wounds, inner work needs to be done. But she's so polished on the outside, right, that she doesn't feel she needs to do that. She doesn't feel, she's not even giving any thought to it. And that's why I feel like this with this King of Wands. She is physically beautiful. Got you. Thank you. She is physically very sexy. And she knows it. So she don't feel no need to change. So if you're connected to her and you are moving into this, I got to use some wisdom. Let me start using some logic. Let me put this heart space up, these cups up, and start really, I don't want to say penny pinching, but let me be more wise as to what I'm giving and who I'm giving to. then this wouldn't be the female you need around you. Because far as she concerned, if you gonna be with her, this is what you gonna do. So if you are wanting something more balanced, something more loving, something more giving, if you're wanting a female energy that is tapped into her heart space, right? That is, yes, beautiful, but beautiful in and out, right? Not coming out in a upright king of wands, so she's physically beautiful, but then in her heart space she's in a reverse king of cups. So this is somebody who is like, yo, I'm not worried about all that healing and stuff and all that, because why would I have to? A man gonna take care of me, because look at me, why would he not? Like, this is somebody who leans heavily on their physical attributes, aesthetics, to get what it is they want, and it's been working for them, but I don't think it's supposed to work with you anymore, whoever this reverberates with. Tell us more, Spirit. Okay. I'm going to take all three of these and then I'm going to let that be that. All right. We have the reverse twin flame. Okay. Reverse twin flame. I can't help but want you physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You're all I think about when I am alone and lost in my thoughts. Our twin flame connection drives me insane. That's what it's gonna do. That's what the twin flame connection gonna do. It's gonna drive you crazy. Okay? Because it is a reflection of the imbalance that you have inside of you. Okay? That's what the twin flame connection is going to do. It's going to drive you crazy until you get balance. Now, what I'm seeing here, this could be past energy and you're already stepping into balance. You're already recognizing that, I don't know, I felt the way, but I'm starting to feel a little differently. Kudos to you, because this twin flame, this idea that somebody is a twin flame, it's going to drive you crazy until you gain the lesson, get the lesson, and gain the balance that you need. Okay? What do we have here? We have ultimatum in the reverse. I want to press the final button with you. I want to take this step together, but please be patient, my love. We will know when the time is right. I'm taking this card with this ultimatum in reverse, like you're done giving ultimatums if you were giving them, all right? You're done waiting to push this button, okay? You're pushing the button on this situation. We have mimic chess. Images in your daily life serve as a reminder to guard against mimic chess. Patterns in your daily encounters suggest deceptive riches. This is giving me fool's gold. Like, you're recognizing that this female was fool's gold. Yes, she looked good as hell on the outside, but on the inside, you know, on the inside, shit looking real mucky. You know what I mean? It's fool's gold. All right. I feel like you're pushing the button on this. Maybe this was a false flame. Maybe you're recognizing it was a false flame. Um, or maybe this is just an indication that your flame is going out for this female here. Okay, whoever you are, maybe this twin flame in the reverse is a indication that you're losing your attraction to this dynamic. You're losing to your attraction to this person's outer shell, even because you're recognizing that ain't that she don't have nothing going on in the heart, right? She don't have nothing going on in her heart, and clearly nothing going on in the mind, because she's not even willing to embrace transformation and change. Okay, I'm gonna get a few more. I'm gonna get a few more. Let's just see. Breakthrough. Yeah, allowing yourself to be open, grow stronger through transparency. So you're at a period of breakthrough with this. So I feel like this is some past energy that you are breaking through, or have broken through, and found balance, and you're starting to use your logic because you realize that somebody, you know, that's all they want you to do It's provide support and security. They in their root chakra. They have an overactive root chakra. Okay. Across distances. And this is why it's so important for men to utilize their divine feminine energy, right? Like to tap into it, because it's the intuition, it's the healing within that allows you to get yourself out of these situations. If you want to get out of it, some men like this kind of stuff. Okay, across distances in reverse. It finally dawned on me that even distance can't diminish our connection, whether on earth or the moon. Our bond is intense and unbreakable. So this person is not trying to let you go. Yeah, with this Two of Cups and this Hangman. When I'm with you, time seems to rewind, and it's like we've always known each other. You feel like a forgotten part of me. We share a bond that transcends time. So this could have felt like a twin flame connection, but I'm really picking up that with this mimic chest, it's a false flame. All right. And you pushing the button was the best thing you could have done, right? You gaining the balance within yourself to be able to call this situation quits is really going to work out in your favor in the future. Now, if you haven't pushed that button, this message could be admonishing someone to see the situation for what it is. All right. Your spirit team, the divine, the most high, wants you to use your seven of wands here. All right. Protect your energy. Protect what your abundance. Give us one more. Money worship. This person is trying to hold on to you because this money is what they worship. Self-interest rules decisions and disregards fairness. Values are for sale to the highest bidder. All right. Money comes first and ethical concerns come second. This person may try to hold on to you or try to get you to come back or try to, keep this dynamic because money is what they worship. Money is what they love. Which means they really don't care anything about you. And if you are, as a man, moving into a time and period in your life where you're wanting more, you're wanting someone who has a heart to share with you, love to share with you, you know what I'm saying, who thinks about you and considers you, then yeah, this person is not the person that's going to be able to do that. Not at all. Destiny in reverse. They made me believe our connection wasn't real and that it was just a waste of time. I know now that that was untrue. Destiny had different plans for us. Tell me, clarify that. I feel like um somebody definitely felt like this was a destiny type relationship, and in a way it was, because I feel like whoever you are, you're learning the lesson you needed to learn. Okay, you're learning the lesson you needed to learn. You're accomplishing the healing that you needed to accomplish as it relates to your root chakra, as it relates to your abundant energy, as it relates to your heart space. Just because you're a man don't mean you have to just be out here doing for people. You ain't got, you know what I mean? Savings. Anticipating needs prevents last minute scrambles. A financial cushion provides comfort during tough times. You getting out of this dynamic is going to allow you to be able to quite naturally, because you're not giving it to this individual who feels entitled to have it, right? So you're going to be able to grow financially. Maybe this is about repairing your finances. Maybe you have given out to the point to where your finances is starting to look like, I took a hit. But there's also a new beginning here for somebody. So financially, you're about to go into a new beginning. So even if you are okay right now, like, yeah, you had it to give, you gave it, you was hoping this relationship was going to be more than what it was, or maybe you was overindulging in someone because they were beautiful and they were accessible and it was easy to just, buy them a bag, buy them a car, pay for some education or whatever the case, get their weave done. You realizing that you no longer have to do that, or you want more, is actually going to unlock something to where your finances and your financial outlook is about to grow Okay, like you're stepping into a new beginning financially that was not going to be released to you until you got rid of this mimic chest here, until you got rid of this overindulgence, until you got rid of this entitled individual. Take it how it reverberates. Okay. All right, collective. I think that is all. Thank you so much for tapping in with your girl. All right. Leave a comment. Let me know how this resonates with you. Also hit the like button. All right. Show your girl some support. Support the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Let me know if you need a personal reading. All of the information is down in the description. Shoot me an email and we'll chop it up and get that done for you. Also, join the membership if you would like to. The membership is open for you to join. I want to show my greatest appreciation to my channel members. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the collective at large on this channel. Thank you so much for your support, in your presence in building this little small space of the internet where we can share, love each other, keep each other encouraged, and things like that. All right. I greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next message, family. Peace.